Are you the buyer sitting on the fence, waiting for home prices to fall, or maybe even expect a foreclosure wave? If you are that buyer, I think this information might change your thinking. I am Avni Parikh from Public Trust Realty Group. First, I will touch upon forbearance. Close to 5 million borrowers were in forbearance at some point since the pandemic began. When the forbearance numbers came to light, a lot of buyers and investors decided to stall buying in anticipation of a huge market crash. Most analysts had predicted a recession as soon as COVID hit. Zillow, for example, had predicted a negative 3% drop in home prices during beginning of the pandemic, which is now revised to 7% appreciation. This is a whooping 10% jump. I have been hearing about how 5 billion forbearances are going to shock the market, leading to a wave of foreclosures and housing crash. Let's quickly look at how the forbearances stand today. Of the around 5.5 million granted forbearance, this is what happened at the end of expiration. As per Black Knight's data on October 22, 2020, 38% have asked for an extension. 36% applied to forbearance but continued making payments. Maybe they applied to cover themselves in case things didn't work for them. However, they never really stopped paying. So really, out of the 5 plus million, 44% either continued making payments or already paid off their mortgage. 8% are in active loss mitigation with their lenders. As we stand today, the 1% are at risk of foreclosure. And of course, we keep an eye out for the 38% who have extended their terms. Many people have equity in their houses right now, and they might end up selling at market value. But to give perspective, not all the 5.5 million mortgages that applied for forbearance are going into foreclosures. So we would most likely not see the foreclosure wave that some people are waiting for. Secondly, as we know, the mortgage rates are at all-time lows. All these historically low mortgage rates and numbers are great under the status quo. That is, till the Fed keeps funding. On March 15th, the Federal Reserve undertook a large-scale program employing emergency powers in order to stabilize a chaotic economy under pressure from COVID-19. Chief amongst these were cutting the interest rates effectively to zero and a $700 billion round of quantitative easing, which basically means printing new money. Once the economy has recovered, the Fed reverses the quantitative easing by selling the securities back into the market. A potential risk of this easing is that lowering interest rates might increase inflation. When prices of everything else is rising, guess what remains constant? The monthly mortgage payment, which you have secured at a very low rate. Now let's take a hypothetical scenario. Say a house value today is $500,000. With 20% down, the mortgage amount is $400,000. At 2.5% mortgage interest for 30 years, the monthly payment comes to $1,580, and the 360 months total payments come to $568,974. Now assume the house prices fall within a year, and the same house is worth $450,000. With a 20% down, the mortgage amount is $360,000. But now, interest rate is 3.5% for 30 years. In this scenario, the monthly payments are $1,617, and the 360 months total payments come to $581,961. Whether it's in terms of monthly payments or payments at the end of 30 years, option 1 seems more beneficial than option 2. If you were buying something to bank on a 5 to 7% appreciation in the next few years, and you have to have that happen, then I would ask you to question it. But if you need to upsize, downsize, or just a bigger space for all virtual at-home activities, you may still be saving on your monthly payments or the total payments at the end of the mortgage term. So whether you're waiting on the foreclosure wave or the house prices to fall, it is time to reconsider. New listings have pretty much remained at the 3,300 to 3,500 level in the past 3 months. So get hold of your experienced local realtor and start house hunting. Don't miss out on any updates. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you.